secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to start. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside handoff, looking for a crease. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Back to throw. It's Dyer. Gets it out fast. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Right. I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give on the inside. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Motion from the wideout. From the shotgun, they'll run it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I get the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
The Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Golden Gophers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. And now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Handoff from the gun. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you can tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
They kick it away on fourth down. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First step in this drive comes from their own 44. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position, basically you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
From the gun, running back gets the give. On the move at the 30. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Rides to back and leaves it. Look out, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Looks like the defense will play quarters coverage here. To the air, it's Dyer. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
It'll be third and long. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. right in the middle. It's Jackson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Dyer. Safe completion on the screen. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Looking to throw on 3rd. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give on the option. Got enough for the first. Oh, what a move to get open. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Great job by the back on the option. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by a field goal over Marshall. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo. Little touch pass to the receiver. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Now on first down from the 28. They'll move the wide receiver. The inside handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. He wants to change this route. They'll send the back in motion. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Caught behind the line. It's Watkins. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Walsh. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Offense getting set for 1st down. Gets the back moving. From the gun. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense tried to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go, put his foot in the ground, try to cut to the inside. They're just not able to be on the same page there.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Watkins. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Sends it back in motion. On the move. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Scanning the field, it's Dyer. He's going for the big play. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching him. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bearcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A third down try for the offense. To the air. It's Dyer. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I mean, what a great route by the wide receiver. You talk about leaving everybody in the dust. I mean, he left everybody behind him, runs the corner route, and to be honest, I mean, there is nobody stopping him.
The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires left. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Bearcats are rolling down the field. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Complete to the right. Touchdown, Bearcats! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no short thing right now. They're up by a field goal over Marshall. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run it. It's Bishop. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bearcats. Seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to go up top on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. He'll take another shot here. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to